This is the show where 5 teenagers with attitude come together in their giant, color-coded animalic robots that fuse to form one big robot for the sake of the last alien of their respective alien race against a space villain that relentlessly throws monsters at them. I feel like there's an obvious joke to be made here. Welcome to The Critique, where we watch some animated goodies and determine whether we should tune in or tune out. I'm Song, your resident cartoon connoisseur, and this is the first 2 seasons of Voltron, Legendary Defender. In June of 2013, Dreamworks Animation entered a content deal with Netflix that would provide original shows exclusive to the platform. One of such shows was a brand new retelling of Voltron, Defender of the Universe, called Voltron Legendary Defender, announced on January 5th, 2016. It was a complete reboot for the series, with new characters and new story elements, while keeping the same theme and basic plot going. This new version was released into the world on June 10th, 2016, with the second season premiering on January 20th, 2017. The show was met with high praise, and critics almost unanimously mused about how it did enough different while also staying true to the source material. And it is even seeing a second season on August 4th, 2017. So before that happens, why don't we take a look at seasons 1 and 2? Right off the bat, I have an issue here, and it's with the theme song. Now, I have a strong opinion that the opening credits to a show serves as the first impression for any prospecting viewers. Not only that, but it serves to leave a lasting impression. I don't think it's been done poorly here, but I also don't think it's been done very well. The theme song is generic and repetitive, and I feel as though they try to get you to remember it by throwing it at you at every chance. In fact, it serves as the background music for every transformation into Voltron. This does not get better in Season 2 either, as both the theme song and visual sequence stays the same for both. So what is this visual sequence? Just a sizzle reel of characters and quick transformation into Voltron. Alright then. Nothing particularly creative or eye-popping, they just show each character with enough time for them not to actually do anything, and it doesn't do much to leave an impact. Hopefully this does not carry over to the rest of the program. So the first thing I noticed about the presentation is that the animation is very reminiscent of Avatar: The Last Airbender. It's no wonder too, seeing as the 2 showrunners, Joaquin Dos Santos and Lauren Montgomery, both served on both Atla and Korra. This does act as an indicator that the animation is solid, and it remains that way throughout. Serious moments are subtle, and action-packed moments are fast and emphasized, with stretchy fight scenes that really pack a punch. The landscapes are distinct, which is a great thing for a show that takes you across the universe like this one does. The presentation goes beyond just what you see though. The writing for the show is equally on point, and there are many laughs and feels to speak of. My only gripe in this segment is the transformation sequence. It is much too long, and as far as I remember, it's never abridged. You also see it a lot, and it's easily the least interesting part of every episode. It's actually an obstacle that a lot of shows seem to face, but an interesting transformation sequence can be done, and even if it gets super repetitive, a shortened version helps. However, it is but a small blemish on the face of such great presentation. The plot is classic, no doubt about that, with some modifications to keep things fresh. 4 space pilot students find a veteran pilot after he was captured by extraterrestrial forces and escaped to warn Earth about impending danger. Together they find the Blue Lion of Voltron, and it takes them to the distant planet of Eris, where they find the last 2 Altans in the universe, along with the rest of the legendary weapon Voltron, of which this ragtag team of heroes must become paladins. Their mission? Defeat Warlord Zarkon and the Galra army to stop them from universal domination. Stakes are high, and you will feel it, as Zarkon has been at this for 10,000 years already, and has almost completely taken over. What's more, now that he knows Voltron is up and about, he enlists the help of the witch Hagar, who creates and deploys fearsome robeasts to help them. What makes this fun is that these clueless Earthlings are just thrown into this battle, and they are forced to learn things as they go. When they are faced with a problem, they have to go in trial by fire and figure things out on the fly. The best part? You get to see the logic. In fact, in one of the better moments of the show, there is this part where they find that they are not strong enough to defeat a monster in the first season, and instead they find a temporary solution. But then it comes back stronger than before near the end of the second season, and they apply everything they learned up till then into defeating it. And I do mean everything. Watching that episode, I could think back to the exact episode where they learned to do whatever they were doing, and then the episode where they would learn to do the next thing, and so on. Lessons get learned. Mistakes aren't wasted. Voltron is not an instant win. That said, sometimes they learn some skills from their lions that kind of serve as a deus ex machina. The show tries to mask this by having the paladins think of the idea first, but the issue is still there when the lions reveal to have had the power the whole time.
When I attacked him before, I had a sword!
Can't take another shot like that!
Wait a second, guys. I think my lion's telling me what to do.
Also, I have a real problem with the first episode of Season 2 being a filler episode. Granted, it's the only real filler episode of the whole series, but it's the first episode of the season. What's up with that? Oh well, whatever. Nothing can be perfect, and everything else is just so good. I suppose I can look past it this time. Hunk is the best and Allure's the worst. Alright, moving on. Okay, I should probably talk about this more, I suppose. First of all, as a group, I really enjoy most of the various characters presented in Voltron. In the meta, the acting is wonderfully done and the writing brings each and every person to life, sometimes a little too much. As for the Paladins, you get to see the bond between them grow naturally over time, and their individual talents become their combined strengths, a very important thing for a premise like Voltron's. As the leader, Shiro has to be the guiding force of the group, while also dealing with some serious PTSD from his own abduction. Keith has the most evolved storyline, with a build-up that one might not even catch until a second viewing, adding to rewatchability. He's faced with learning how to curb his hot-headed tendencies to become the second in command. Pidge is faced with problems too, with an early twist that throws no one really for a loop but still has a powerful impact on the life of the Green Paladin. Pidge is also working to solve the mystery of the missing brother and father, though I wish the show would remember about the father part more. Lance is the typical comic relief, but he also has a lot of heart and demonstrates pretty clearly that he would give his life for his team without a second thought. Hunk, the best one if you ask me, seems like a coward on the outside, but that only shows he's the bravest one, since he never actually backs down from a challenge even if given a choice, and he truly cares about all people in the universe. Even outside of the main characters, the supporting cast is very diverse and it's fun to see how they are affected by the universal problems. That said, I cannot stand Allura. Her all-business attitude gets old really fast, and her obsession with Zarkon and the Galra is even more annoying.
I will not have some quiznacking Galra soldier on the bridge of my ship.
She is seriously racist against the Galra, and while I do understand why, their empire destroyed her entire race and planet after all, I do not understand why she continues to hate them all after proof that there is a rebellious force willing to help and even sacrifice themselves for her cause. But the worst part is something I can't even talk about because I told myself no spoilers, and this part was the final straw for me. It resolved quickly and, dare I say, naturally, but it should not have happened in the first place. Now, similar traits can be found in the villain Zarkon. However, in this case it works in his favor. His unhealthy obsession with the Black Lion, a fact that even the witch Haggart brings up, serves to make him that much more intimidating, and the longer it takes for Voltron to stop him, the more progress he makes, even as he descends into madness, making him even more scary and unpredictable, which I really appreciated. Overall, Voltron is a great addition to the Netflix library and an amazing reboot to a classic series. I believe it to be a true model of storytelling, and my only true problem with it is with the subpar title sequence, which absolutely does not do this thing justice. Even my character problem only happened because they are so good at writing realistic and natural characters. For these reasons, I recommend tuning into Voltron Legendary Defender. But hey, that's just me. What do you think about the show? Let me know in the comments below. Also, let me know what else you would like to see as I work to grow my new channel. If you liked this video, please leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss out on more. Thanks for watching!